Okay. I'm going to pull a card. I love this deck. It is called the Celtic Messages, and it asked to be here today um, from the if there was time, and I guess there is time. What was said earlier was that this deck wanted to give three cards to be pulled for those who will be viewing this Facebook Live. There's one. And yeah, for those who will be viewing this Facebook Live, a message or information for 2025 for everybody. Second card, please. This one. Oh, lovely. Okay, here's our cards. So the first one is the owl. And the words on it say stealth, solitude, and secrecy. There's so much in the world that fits into this right now. There's so much secrecy. There's there's a lot of people that are pulling back and retreating. There's also this movement, this quiet movement that has been going on both sides, right? Everything's got two sides of the same coin. There's been this movement underneath that has not been in favor for the majority of the population on this planet. There's been this group that has been slowly taking their secrecy and how they're taking and what they're doing with what they have taken will be revealed. This is going to come through. This is part of the crumbling and the chaos that we're going to feel, which could bring you into that space of not feeling very trusting. This is where you go within. This is solitude. This is where you go within yourself. Not solitude to withdraw and pull yourself back, but solitude to go in and say, okay, so what do I know? What's my truth? This is a very personal time. January, the energy is very, it's a very personal month where you would be brought to asking questions. Okay, so who am I? What is my purpose? What do I need to be choosing right now? What do I love? What is my truth? And as things start to shift, you will be asked to look at that more and more as we go forward. The second card is the snake. There are three cards in this deck that trump all of the other cards. Snake is one of them. It is a strong card. It says here on it, hidden knowledge, transformation. Very common ways of looking at snake. You know, shedding skin, rebirthing, moving forward, um, connecting to what's happening ahead. I've heard it said, I've never seen it, but I've heard it said that just before a snake is about to shed its skin, that its eyes actually go very milky. Um, there's this layer or this film that goes over them that is visual from our eyes as we look at them. And it's like this time where the snake is in both worlds. It's very connected to the spirit realm and what's coming forward. And it's like it gets this information, this glimpse of what is next and what it is designed to step into, slither into, however you want to phrase it. And then the eyes go back to their clear and bright way of being once the skin has been shed. And so we are very much that way too, because as we, not that our eyes may literally milk over or change, but it's very common that as we are approaching a major change, a real rebirth, or we're in a time where there is some chaos and some, I'm hearing destruction around you, that it is all in preparation for shedding that skin. So you can go within and you can see who is this person you are being asked to be. You are being designed energetically to step into. And 2025 is all about transformation. This is part of the number nine. It's it's all really good, but I'm going to be perfectly honest. I feel there will be times when you may struggle. You will have these moments where you're going to question what's happening. But truly they're moments. You can choose to extend them. You can choose to stay within them. You have the ability to do that because we've all done it. But you also can have that time where you can go into that solitude, go into yourself, and get the clarity that you require to create what will be of help to you and to the world at large as we move forward. Anything else? Never be afraid of the energy of snake. Oh, we also are in, the Chinese are approaching, I think it's the end of the month, January 29, I think, the wood snake. And the wood snake is all that, right? It's all of that because it's got snake energy, and then it's got wood. And that wood element is bringing in foundation and grounding and stability. So you are not going to be left teetering, being a weeble people, being knocked around unless you choose to stay in that space. There are the frequencies here for us for stability and security that we can draw on as we go through our transformation. Last card before we wrap up here is called the Cauldron. Abundance, prosperity, hidden riches. Now, who would not love to have this, right? There are so many blessings coming ahead, and we may not actually receive all of them in 2025, but we are laying the foundation. Sure, there's going to be some coming through, absolutely, but we are setting the stage, the foundation, that grounding, becoming that person where we will receive even more abundance, prosperity, and hidden riches in 2026 and beyond. We are rebirthing, which means there's growth happening. And when you rebirth, there's growth that continues to happen after that birth. So don't expect all the answers now. You'll get some. Don't be disappointed as we're progressing through 2025 and things are not showing up how you might have liked them to. Stay with it. You can do it. We can together lay this foundation as we move into a number 1 year to be who we choose to be in order to create the world we would like to live in. I'm going to end on that.